Good day and welcome to Nico TV. It's a new day to learn for your future in return. I am Teacher Nico and I am very excited to bring you today's lesson. Make yourselves comfortable. Think about things, let your emotions open up and your thoughts wander as we explore literary criticism. Let us recall our last lesson from the structuralist theories, such as metaphor and metonymy. Now, choose the letter of the best answer. 1. What part of "the pen is mightier than the sword" is metonymic? Right, the pen and the sword. 2. Choose which one is a metaphor. Correct! This class is a 3-ring circus. Wow, commendable! Now let's examine the picture. What's the significance of this image? What form of prejudice is shown in the picture? How does prejudice impact a person's dignity? Let's all answer those questions as we go along with our discussion about the Marxist literary approach. The Marxist literary approach scrutinizes the text as an expression of contemporary class struggle. It is grounded on Karl Marx's theories, wherein it concerns on the illusions and snags of the capitalist system. In this approach, literature is regarded not simply as a matter of personal taste or expression, it certainly focuses on political and social conditions. Marxist literary critics would always abide on the following inquiries. Is the text a mirror of social values? Is it a form of propaganda for the ruling class? Can literature challenge social norms? Now, let's talk about the proponent of the Marxist literary approach. Marxist literary approach originates from the works of the 19th century philosopher Karl Marx. Karl Marx was a German philosopher during the 19th century. He worked primarily in the realm of political philosophy and was a famous advocate for communism. Karl Marx was a hugely influential revolutionary thinker and philosopher. Marx did not live to see his ideas carried out in his own lifetime, but his writings formed the theoretical base for modern international communism. Marxism believes that capitalism can only thrive on the exploitation of the working class. Marxism believes that there was a real contradiction between human nature and the way that we must work in a capitalist society. Now, there are goals of Marxist literary approach, and these include assessment of political tendency of a literary work determining whether its social content or its literary form or its progressive. It also analyzes the class constructs demonstrated in the literature. Now, let's analyze a popular children's rhyme with the Marxist literary approach.
Pat a cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Pat it and roll it and mark it with a B. And put it in the oven for baby and me.
This nursery rhyme is a perfect example of the ruling class and the working class. In the first line, you will see that there is a rich man who has a baker. And in the second line, you will notice that the baker was instructed to bake a cake as fast as he could. This shows that the working class should follow the ruling class as fast as they could and never reject it. The ruling class believes that the baker must beg for them in order to save them for any inconveniences. Unfortunately, the baker, a typical worker of the working class, serves the ruling class all of his life. Now, let's analyze another poem using the Marxist literary approach. This selection is from the poem The Birthright, written by Nico Muldong. Being born with certain privileges has been beneficial to me. For the day comes to an end, and another night I shall plea, to eradicate the sleuths and reign my tyranny, over and over again, until they learned my conspiracy. The first line indicates that the ruling class have many privileges before they were even born because of their inheritance from their families. The second to the last line shows that they have the right to expel whatever they see to be a danger to them, and that the working class, like assassins, serves the ruling class for money as well as obeying their commands since they are superior than them. Marxist literary criticism thus emphasizes class, socio-economic status, power relations among various segments of the society, and the representation of those segments. Marxist literary criticism is valuable because it enables readers to see the role that class plays in the plot of a text. Few more minutes and I think we're good to go. Let's test your understanding with this activity. Analyze and interpret the selection using the Marxist literary approach.
The itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain, and the itsy bitsy spider climbed up the spout again.
Alright, let's see if we have the same thoughts. First, with the characters. The spider represents the middle class and his ongoing struggles against the upper class. The water spout represents the myth of equality. The spider continues to relentlessly scale the water spout's height only to be denied the fruits of his hard work. The rain represents the upper class, delaying the progress of the spider and standing between him and his ultimate goal of freedom and equality. The sun represents the easing of difficult activity and living, and the working conditions. It provides false hope for the spider, prolonging his struggle even more. The words itsy bitsy could mean powerlessness. So, the song should go, the powerless middle class tries to achieve its dream, but the upper class stands in its way. But the sun comes out and gives the middle class false hope, and he tries to achieve his dream once again. How well did you do? If we have similar answers, you did a terrific job. And if you didn't, don't worry, because there is always a next time. Before we end this episode, were you able to remember the main theme of the Marxist literary approach? If so, do post on your Facebook account your Marxist literary approach of the nursery rhyme Humpty Dumpty. You could do a short video or share your thoughts about it. And don't forget to put #MikoTV. On our next episode, we will get to know the feminist theories in literary criticism. Once again, this is Teacher Nico bringing you lessons and leaving you with a reminder: reign with pride, power is at your side. Bye!